Hello, everybody. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to go live tonight. I don't know how well it's going to be live tonight, but hey, we'll figure it out, right? That's what's going on. Is we're here together. Uh, I am having trouble with my camera still. Um, with still looks like I'm having trouble with live guests, live ghost hunts, live Fedora, no doubt. Uh, Still having trouble with my Rumble, I see. Hello once again. Welcome. I really appreciate everybody stopping by. It says I'm live on Rumble, though I'm not seeing so. It's always frustrating. You think you got things figured out, and it doesn't work that way. I don't know. What am I supposed to do, right? But on a plus note, we do have a camera working this time. Even though the background's a little messed up, things are not great. But we have a camera. So let's see. Oh, okay. Rumble is now showing me live. So, anyways, part of my issue, for some reason, Google web browser is not working for cameras or whatever. It keeps saying that other stuff is using my camera and giving me issues. Hey, Mr. Jonathan Myers, one of the hardest working people in the paranormal. So I thought it'd be nice to have better setup for everybody, better microphone so you guys could hear me. I bought this sound card here with all these neat little features and echoes and claps and pay attention and kissing sounds and all that. I'm supposed to be able to take live calls with it. If you could do me a favor, if you got a moment, go to this channel here, subscribe. I don't know how you add all the links in and all that kind of stuff, but if you can do that, that'd be awesome. He has sent a lot of people my way, Jonathan. So I thought, hey, let's upgrade our system here. Let's make this really cool. So I plugged that in yesterday, had it all set up. I got this nice mic set up here. As I just knocked it down. It was set up. Had this nice booming mic set up here. Whole 9 yards, ready to go, ready to roll. And then technology and me happened. So I've been spending the last hour or so trying to get the camera working on StreamYard. And so I decided, I reset stuff. I reset Chrome back to different settings and such. And no matter what I'm doing, it's not working. So I said, well, I do have another web browser here. I think that's what they're called. And that would be Microsoft Edge. And I said, well, let's check it out and see what we could do with that. Let's see if it'll work with anything. If you guys can hear me, give me a thumbs up, because that would kind of suck to be sitting here and talking, and you guys can't hear me. So I switched over to Microsoft Edge, and I had to check because I don't ever use that. I usually use Chrome. And so with a few little permissions and such, it allowed me to jump on here and give you guys a show to see the Fedora. I'm definitely gonna have to do something with that light. That light is horrible. Wasn't so bad because before I had my desk facing, well, it would be facing that way. Um, let's see, mirror my camera because that sucks trying to point in the direction that you want it. So yeah, so my desk goes over there, and you guys can see that way. And so, so I thought this light wasn't a big deal in that situation. It was more off to my shoulder than it is right now. The only idea I've ever had, right? Mr. J, wow, it's been a while since you've been on Aim My Lives. We need to get you back into the swing of things as well, my friend. So the loft where I'm at is kind of a little messy at the moment because, well, my significant other, Stephanie, got tired of the grandkids coming over and sleeping in our recliners, so she got a futon and asked me if it was okay, which, whatever, it's her house too. I have no problem. She asked me if it'd be okay if she could use some of the loft to have the futon in for the kids to sleep. And this is another wonderful channel, though I never catch her at night. I've caught her in the mornings when I'm at work, and boy, does she bring a lot of energy. Yeah, she has all kinds of energy. If you need some energy without coffee, go check out her channel. She does wonderful. Jonathan saying hi. Mr. J Wow's next 2 months are going to be uber busy. You driving Uber now? So yeah, that's my rant of the whole situation. I'm sorry I just dumped all that on you guys. It's been frustrating 24 hours or so. I hate when I'm sitting there trying to get things set up and together, and I hope it goes by. And yes, that's a cat you're hearing. Oh no, it ain't a big deal at all. You're very welcome. You definitely bring a lot of energy to the show and your show, and you guys are gonna hear this. My cat, Smokey. Yeah, I enjoy. I don't exactly get to watch your show or Jonathan's either, but I definitely listen. And when I'm at a bus stop, I sit and watch for a minute or two. Let's see, not Uber, but I'm finally allowed to drive the company vehicles. Oh boy, no, I've rode with JWoww here, Jason, before, and never had an issue with his driving. Keep the faith, yes, indeed, I do, and I do believe that we are tested all the time, and I'm human, and I get grouchy, and I do my best not to take it out on the people around me because they've done absolutely nothing to cause the situations, and I do okay with that, but I do have my moments where I'm grouchy with everybody and anybody. I'm human. I just try my best to go back and say, look, you didn't deserve that. I was upset, frustrated, whatever, insert the reason, and apologize. And they've been through stuff like that as well, so it's not like they don't understand. So it's just, don't allow that every single moment, every single day, snapping at people. that doesn't get you anywhere. So yeah, so I am happy that we've had live video here for a few minutes now. um, that's for sure. This cat has been driving me bonkers. She has been meowing up a storm all afternoon. Is it now? You know, the weather here has not been too bad lately. You might get a visitor here in a second. Hello, world. This is Smokey. She's not quite a year old. She likes her attention. The weather up here has been really nice, though we could use some more rain. It's been a few days. This is the first time you guys have seen Smokey. We have one more kitten. Her name is Kelly. She's a calico cat. Guess where we got the name from. Smokey here. She reminds me a lot of a male cat that I had when I was younger as a kid. That cat, pretty much the same markings and everything. The cat as I had as a child kind of had two names. It kind of went between, I don't know why, I was about 5 years old. But I remember going between Smokey and Stony. I guess that probably would be my older siblings' doings. But she's been making a lot of noise today. So I guess if need be, my cell phone will let me access all this with no trouble whatsoever. So that's not a big deal. So when we're doing lives or whatever, not a big deal. When we're out on location is what I'm trying to say. Like if we're on a ghost hunt, investigating or whatnot, StreamYard is perfectly fine. When I'm here at the house doing these kind of live feeds, I really prefer Google Chrome, but go with what works, right? Gotta go with what works. If it doesn't work, then don't go with it. Plain and simple. I will start bringing in guests. As soon as I start working out a little more details and such, and maybe get this sound card working, take some live callers. I know there is a thing that you could share that I will share with on Rumble that lets you ask questions before I'm live, and then when we're having guests, I could ask the questions for you guys, and then we'll go from there. So I'm thinking maybe as early as next weekend, try to set up a guest and get that working out again on the show. Jonathan, I plan on being on your show soon. I don't know your streaming schedule anymore. I'm always catching your mornings. Cannot do a live interview while I'm driving the bus, and they probably frown on it. Then you probably wouldn't get much attention from me, other than yeah. Hold on a second. Can I help you? Yes, $1.25 for that ride. All the banter is free. But yeah, and this all back here will be a little more organized as well. Sunday nights at 9 p.m. So yeah, I believe now that I'm thinking about that, that's what our issue was before, because I go to bed Sunday nights around 7:00, 7:30 actually. I think that's where that bumping heads before was that. Yeah, I'll even have my games turned on back there. There's Galaga behind me and Rampage. Try to have that all set up for you guys. I have a green screen and all that too, all that fun stuff. So who knows? We'll figure out what you guys want, natural background or the green screen. Because I could do either or. I can make it look really nice. I thought I could. Oh, there we go. I can make it, black all that out with a green screen. It seems like my computer is lagging on these, though. Must be too much power for this. I have an old computer. Let's get rid of that so that way it's not so bad. My computer, I've had for quite a while now. I've had for about 5 years. I got it from my son. He had it for a year or two before me, and I haven't done much of anything to fix it up or anything like that. So it's got years worth of investigation videos on it and these kind of videos on it and whatnot. So it's time to do something. There's a local shop here. Maybe I'll just take it down to them and see what kind of upgrades they could offer me. As a matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, it might be worthwhile to take this down, the whole setup, and say, hey, can you take 5 or 6 minutes and kind of help talk me through this? They might be able to do that for me. That would be awesome. Sorry, guys, I'm not I'm not trying to ignore you guys, but I have a little paw tapping me on my arms trying to get my attention. You guys little kitty there wanted her attention, that's for sure. Showing that I have no viewers. So sorry, I got very distracted there. Not your doing between the cats and such, and I wanted to check on something real quick. Kind of through my mind. So, do you guys want just paranormal teams on? Are you looking for anybody and everybody to join my show? What kind of show do you guys want? I'm still leaning on my this being a paranormal setup. It should be mostly paranormal related topics, like even aliens back there. I know I have a Rumble channel called Mr. Fedora's Attic that it'd be nice if you have a few minutes, go on Rumble and check that out. But I will tell you the truth. I'm going to probably end the show in about 5 minutes. I'm happy that I got to this point with this, so I know there is an option outside of just not having a camera running to offer live shows again. My phone does okay with it, but I prefer the laptop when I'm doing these kind of shows. That's for sure. I know my granddaughter Aria is already making plans. She wants to be part of these shows again. She wants to do the food stuff. We have the cup of noodles of s'mores flavor. I think I have a breakfast flavor one down there. Ramen noodles. I don't know what that stuff. The s'mores is pretty basic to figure out what that's supposed to taste like. The breakfast one, I don't know if it's supposed to have chunks of sausage in it, syrup. I don't know. I didn't pay that close attention to it. She went out of her way to take money that she earned to buy mustard flavored potato chips. She wants to try, but she's very gun ho on getting me content to share with you guys. I don't know why everybody wants me to try all these weird food combinations and such. You do a couple of videos of some gross food, and everybody thinks that's what you should be doing from now on. The most reactions I get is from people that hear of my pumpkin pie topped with mayonnaise. That gets a lot of attention, a lot of weird looks on people's faces. Then I kind of enjoy doing the different ice creams. Yes, they don't taste great, but who don't like ice cream, right? The one ice cream that surprised me was the macaroni and cheese flavored one. That wasn't horrible. Just had a weird look to it. The ranch flavored ice cream, no. I was kind of hoping to try that with chicken wings, like dip your chicken wings into, but I think I gave that flavor to my son, and he kind of liked it. So don't ask me why. And then there was a couple others that just wasn't all that good. So I hope that you will forgive me on getting this set up more and trying to do more with it. We will get further with it. I will keep upgrading it. I will get further along with it. So I hope you'll bear with me as I go through these growing pains. In a month from now, we're going to be like, what? It was bad. Then you guys point out these videos and say, yep, they weren't great. I am working hard to grow the YouTube channel. Well, am I though? Mm-hmm. I like to believe I am, but in reality, I'm not working as hard as I could be, I guess. I see people out there like Jonathan and Auntie Mama's Kitchen. Like I said, if you got a moment, go check their shows out and their channels. Subscribe. They're both awesome people. You won't go wrong. That's when Jonathan does his shows. You cannot go wrong with these guys, I promise you. But they are definitely growing their media, their social media, and by just every day putting that content out for you guys to enjoy. And that's where I have to get myself back to. Maybe not every day, but enough put out there quality content, not just me doing this kind of stuff, but actual quality content. This is fine. Nothing wrong with this. But this should be used more for either news. Looks like I'm starting to hit some internet trouble. But this should be used for interviews and things like that. You guys to learn a little bit about us and whatnot. JWoww, need to get you on the show, do an interview with you and Angel again, JWoww's wife. Maybe get Leefoot back on here again, Dale and Missy, if I can help it. Get everybody back on to do some of these shows. That would be awesome. Can we make it to 30? Yeah, we can make it to 30 minutes. Make it a nice round number for everybody. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to watch on TV tonight. I got several of the streaming platforms, so it's not as big of a deal. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. It's late for this, Spud. I know it was recommended by my cousin to do some of my Mr. Fedora creepy stories outside by a campfire, and I might try that. Or even, I know we've done videos, shows like this outside where I had the campfire, a fire out behind me, and having a few drinks and BSing with some of the other people. Like we had Dan and Alan from Wisconsin on, and Matt Barron from Dansbury, Pennsylvania, and there was a few others out. We all just sat back on the computer and were having a few drinks, and luckily the power on my laptop gave out before I got too drunk, and y'all see me act a fool. I get silly when I'm drinking. Get a little goofy. Speaking of drinking and all that, I make a thing called mead, MEAD, and it's a type of wine, but to ferment it, you don't use sugars, you use honey. And I had some that was got past the fermentation process, and I had a bottle of that took up some of my time after work tonight. So yeah, it was a dark cherry raspberry mix, and nice deep red. I got to bottle that tonight. That won't be good until like next February, next March. And that because mead, you do your mix and put it all together, put it in a container with some kind of airlock, something that lets the gases escape due from the fermentation, and that takes 2 or 3 weeks. And then you take that and put it into a second vessel by filtering it out, taking out the fruit or whatnot, and it's called racking. So you move it from one container to the other with an airlock. Now another way to let the gas escape because it's not done fermenting, and so that takes a few more weeks. So you're talking about that to be about a month and a half, 2 months of doing that. Some people do a third time of another container, fourth time. I usually just do 2, and then from there you bottle it, and then after you bottle it, they say like 6 months is the earliest you should try sampling it or drinking it. They recommend a year and a half, so it's not a make today and drink tomorrow kind of deal. So I got several different varieties at different stages. My next one that's going to be coming up will be in somewhere around October is what I planned it out to be. That's a apple pie flavor mead. And you know what's funny is when I'm racking it and switching it from one container to the other, you gotta try it. And they cat going crazy again. They don't taste that great. I tell you, if I were to base it off that first taste, I wouldn't probably ever try doing it again. So I taste it, and it's like, ooh. And then when I switch it to the second container, taste it, and yeah, it's still not good, but I could tell there's been a change. And then when I get to the point where I'm bottling it, it's still not good per se, but I can see where it's starting to get to the process. And so it's amazing, something that I would pitch if I didn't know any better right away. You give it about a year and comes out decent. So I guess based off of that, with that thought in mind, a little patience, a little time, a little understanding, all this will grow. All this will get bigger, and that's not my main goal is to get bigger. Don't worry. But all this will grow and become a more positive experience for everybody as opposed to these random pop-up shows and whatnot. You'll know, like Jonathan here, I asked and it was like, boom, this is his show. Yes, he does things other nights, but Sundays at 9, unless there's somebody sick or something, you could tune into his channel or catch the replay Monday morning, which I've done. And so that is my goal, and is to be more stable as in the timing of doing these shows and such. So I hope you'll grow with me and keep with these learning curves on this. And as I upgrade and such, things will look a little nicer. If we hadn't tore up the loft over this past few days, the background would be better. I probably would have that light moved to a different spot. So give me time. Soon, hopefully, you'll start seeing more of WASP part of this, because we'll hopefully be doing investigations and doing stuff like that. So, because somewhere along the lines, Mr. Fedora became the face of the group, and I want to formally apologize to Warren Area Society of Paranormal for making this the face of our group. And Lee Foot, if you watch to this point in the replay, I don't want no smart ass remarks. Sorry, YouTube, for swearing, Facebook, but really, so yeah, so it will grow and so on and so on and so on. Maybe I will work on a few things, and maybe if I could get things together, we'll have a show with a guest next weekend. Barring that I'm not forgetting no important date or anything. I am taking a trip to Michigan. We will do some kind of investigations on that trip. If I'm really lucky, I could make it up around somewhere where Dan and Alan can make it and meet me towards somewhere in Michigan or close to where they are. That would be awesome. So that's something that I need to reach out to them and see as well. Pull like I did Matt when I was down there in by Matt Barron and say, "Oh no, I took a turn. I'm in Ohio." I called him up. Facebook squealed on me. Facebook told him after, he's like, so I go down to Danville to meet Matt Barron, and I that's not the first time I met him, but first time I was down in his area, and so I was playing it off the whole way to the place, saying we were in Ohio and this and that, and I'm at Walmart, I believe, and I get a call, and he's like, "Where are you at?" I'm like, I told you I'm in Ohio. He's like, BS. I'm like, what? He's like, Facebook just told me that you're close by. So Facebook squealed on me. I don't think they have that option anymore. The nearby friends option. I don't think they have that anymore. And that's probably for good reason. I can see where that could be misused. So, but I've been on this long enough. I do on Rumble on my rides to work do a live video. I might start doing them on YouTube and such as well, because I use StreamYard for it. What I've been doing is on these rides, these last couple of times, it's not daily, but every couple of days, I set the phone up. You can watch the road as I'm driving down, and what I do is the last couple times I talked about the black-eyed kids on the ride, and as well as why you don't whistle at night or in the dark. Those were two topics I covered on these rides, and I just explained to you what I've learned and researched on the 25-minute ride into work, drive into work. And you guys, right now, I think that I will continue with that. There's enough stuff out there where I should be able to continue that for a while, and maybe even to the point where you'll see me in the winter, and then I probably won't be doing a lot of talking because the winters around here get pretty bad sometimes. And I'm usually on the road before the plow trucks get out. That gets to be pretty touchy. So I do appreciate you guys stopping in. Jason, Auntie Mama, Jonathan from Crossover. If you get a chance, go to their channels, give them subscribe, or they're on Facebook as well. I believe I know Jonathan's on Facebook because he stopped in originally on Facebook, and I think I heard Auntie Mama say that she has Facebook. But let's not forget about the Bud Files. They do a lot of this and that. So if I remember correctly, and forgive me, Bud Files, if I'm wrong and I miss thinking of other channels, because I've subscribed to a lot. I believe they have a hodgepodge of this and that, but I believe their main focus, and I hope I'm right, is suburban exploring, abandoned places, and things like that. If I'm wrong, go to their channel, find out what they're truly about, and tell them I was wrong. If I'm right, go to their channel anyways and tell them, hey, I was right. So, what do you guys think about my little alien head up here? And I know you guys can't tell, but right above it is the glove from Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy's glove on a drone. So anyways, I feel my voice is getting a little hoarse, so I will say, as always, stay spooky, my friends, and I'll see you soon.
Well, hey everybody, thanks for stopping down, and appreciate the visit. Now get the hell off of my porch. We'll see you the next time. Come on back.
What you guys doing here still? I said we were done. Didn't you see Lee put? He said, well, get off my porch. Didn't you see all that? I said I was done. But here you are, just hanging out. Just chilling out on my stream. Don't you have nothing better to do? I don't have nothing better to do. I'm teasing. I get that from the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That's where I get that from. But anyways, thanks guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.